Hi girls, let us revise the third poem from our syllabus, When I Was Growing Up, written by Nellie Wong. Nellie Wong is a Chinese immigrant who's living in America. An immigrant, her parents have actually gone from China to America and settled down in America. But Nellie Wong was born in America. But in spite of being born in America, she was not treated as an American by the other people around her. So the primary reason for this is racism, because her skin and her face would definitely be Chinese. She will not look like an American. So here she says, as she was growing up, she wanted to be white. So when we say white, it is white skin only, and she believed that she was dark. We know that Chinese people are not really, they're not dark, but she said that she was dark, and she feels that her own darkness is narrowing her vision down. So she has people around her who are fair skinned, and they are praised because white means beauty. There is this stereotype, and this makes her feel further low about herself. So now she is starting to feel that she is white. She is imagining herself as white, and here she talks about her school, where her English language skill, her intelligence is usually appreciated, and she feels that she can fit in and belong there. And she looks at other girls who are rich and who have imported dresses, who have imported products, and she is really feeling jealous, and she says she wanted those things for herself also, but she could not get them. And as she was growing up, she wanted only American food and American style and American way of dressing and American way of life. She did not want to be identified as a Chinese girl because she did not have any connection with her Chinese heritage, because she had never been to China, or she did not feel that kind of an affinity, a close bond towards Chinese people or towards China. She felt more like an American, but the people around her did not see her as an American. So she could not fit in here, and she could not go back to her own land also. So there is this identity crisis that she is facing. And when a white man is showing interest in her, this is where she feels as though she is an exotic piece of gardenia. So this again, the feeling that she was chosen by a white man makes her feel good about herself, and she is ashamed of all the Chinese men that are there around her. And she says people usually asked her whether she was a Filipino or a Polynesian person, but nobody ever asked her whether she was an American, because they could clearly see that she is not a white person. And as this was happening, she felt very dirty about herself, and she felt that God made white people clean and God made everybody else dirty. So as she was growing up, she saw the standards of beauty. She saw all the magazines that were there and all the women in the magazines, and she felt that this is what beauty means, and she wanted to be that also. And she wanted to run away from the place that she lived in. So usually in America there are communities of all kinds. So these communities form a residential area and they live there. So here there is Chinatown, and she feels that this place is totally something that's binding her. Okay, she felt suffocated there in her own area with her own people. So she later realizes that this place, Chinatown, was something that the Americans called a ghetto. So this was totally discrimination against the Chinese. And she says there are so many ways in which she had wanted to be white. And with that, she ends the poem. So as far as this poem is concerned, it is about identity crisis and about racism and about all the ways in which a girl could feel that she wants to be something else, but she could never achieve it.